What's up, yo? I'm making another video right now about music and the church. Be sure to check it out in a moment. Ciao. A lot of the times we can say, it's just a song, it's just music, what's the big deal? You know, but it is a big deal. I never want to sound like an extremist or anything of that nature, but we always want to face the truth that is right there in our eyes. Music is important. Music is dangerous. It is deadly. It is great. It is good. It is astonishing. It is beautiful. Music can do great things for us. It can also do bad things for us. Music is for our emotions a lot of the time. Imagine if you go to a wedding without music. Come to think of it, I've never been to a funeral either without music. It's amazing how music can be used, man. It is used for everything. We use music to express ourselves. Music is beautiful, man. But then there's so much that is also hidden within music. It's like everything we do as people, we leave a footprint, right? I mean, the same way you can take any label. If Paul Smith makes any clothing, he wants people to know, so he puts Paul Smith on it. If you make anything that you want the world to know that you made, you put your footprint on it. It's the same thing with music. Now, I believe that there's two forces in the world. There's the good force, the bad force, the negative force, and the positive force. And then in the spiritual realm is the same thing. There is the spirit of God, then there is the spirit of the devil. It's the same thing with music, all right? We need to be careful of the music that we consume. Before we go spiritual, let's start with emotions. Music is used for so many emotions. Imagine you walk into a club where people are listening to music and diving up and down the whole time, and then you put in a Celine Dion song. Not remixed, nothing. My heart will go on. What happens? People are gonna trash you and chuck you out, right? Because you just turn down the mood big time, right? Because music has that effect on us. It is undeniable what music can do for us emotionally. Literally, I could be having a bad day and I just hear one of my favorite songs and my day changes like that. Even though I still am facing the same problems, music is amazing like that, right? This is the emotional part. I mean, it's undeniable. There's no point to argue there. Music is emotional. Whether it's good emotions, it is low emotions, it is hyper emotions, music is an emotional tool. Now, it is the same way it is spiritually. It is important for you to know the type of music that you're listening to. I always want you to be aware of the spiritual side to everything, because the spiritual realm actually runs the physical realm. You cannot ignore the spiritual realm just because you cannot see it with your naked eyes. It is important that you always be aware. Be aware of the music that you listen to. There is no music that is harmless. Be careful of the music that you listen to. Now, what music can do for you is, let's say you're trying to grow, you're trying to be more positive, you're going to listen to positive music, right? It's the same thing with negative music. Nobody wants to be negative, but we find ourselves listening to negative music all the time. So how do we begin to overcome negative music? Now, I understand that, listen, I know that everybody's got some song in their phone. Some people have got most songs in their phones that they're not too proud of. All right, I mean, come on, guys. There is music that we have in our phones that just the words. It's not even spiritual. Just the words, man. Come on. There is music that you can't play in front of your parents. You can't play in front of your guardians. You can't play in front of people you respect because of what it sounds like. The words in there are just extreme. Music like that is not building you in any way. Now, I understand that we go through tough lives. Sometimes you're working a hard job and you just want to relax. And some music helps you to do that. And some people will even tell you, I don't care about the words. I just love the way it makes me feel. All this stuff is important, guys. If you want to be a positive person, if you want to be a person that is building something that is positive, full of positive energy, you have to watch out for all these things. One of our previous videos on this channel on temptations talks about thoughts, overcoming temptations consistently. We did that before. If you haven't watched that, you need to. There is a link below. Follow that link and you watch that video. It is amazing, the things that we talk about on thoughts. They affect your life big time. It's the same thing with music. You ponder on it, you literally become the music you listen to. You literally become the words you listen to. So you want to take in positive words. It brings me to something amazing. I was talking to a colleague today, and she was speaking vulgar language, and immediately I closed my ears and I said, why do people speak vulgar language? I don't get it. Can't you express yourself in a more formal and professional way? Do you need to be vulgar? I am never vulgar. Even to my managers, I tell them, why are you vulgar? If they're vulgar, even in previous places I've worked, I'm straight up like that, because I don't believe that the best way to express yourself is in a negative way at all. You can be positive about everything. You can be a clear communicator without being negative. This is why I also am talking against negative music. If there's negative words there that are not building you, why are you spending time on that? Now, I'm not against all this music. What I'm against is what this music does to you. It's not just about the song or the music. It is about what it does. If you listen to music that doesn't build you, if you listen to a lot of secular music that is not gospel music particularly, what it does is that it creates an environment in your mind that is so negative that anything negative can happen. All this music that's not gospel music, what it does in you is that it will create an environment where the devil can easily come in. What you've done there is you've opened a door. You've made a way for the devil to easily come into you and control your life. By the time you realize that you've gone down a path you're not happy with and you're trying to come back, it is so hard. So why go down a path that is so difficult to come back from? Why not listen to more positive music that builds you, that helps you to grow? Lastly, I want to talk about King Saul. King Saul was the king of Israel. He wasn't chosen by God, he was chosen by the people. And then he sinned against God. And then God sent an evil spirit that would nag him and give him a tough time and torture him from time to time. And so in 1 Samuel chapter 16 verse 23, the Bible says, it came about whenever the evil spirit from God came to Saul, David would take the harp and play it with his hand, and Saul would be refreshed and be well, and the evil spirit would depart from him. David would simply play the harp and the evil spirit would leave, and he would feel refreshed by simply playing the harp. If the harp can do this, if the harp can cast out a devil without a single word being said, if an evil spirit would leave because a harp has been played, not a word was said, not a sermon was preached, no one talked to this evil spirit to leave, a harp was played, and the evil spirit would listen to a harp and leave. Imagine, let's spin it, let's say it was something negative. If you had the Spirit of God in you and a negative song kept on playing, imagine what's going to happen to the Spirit of the Lord that is in you. It would depart. It's the same thing. If there is anything that is nagging you, if there is anything that is negative, maybe what you need is a harp that plays positively, positive music. Gospel music will do this for you. There is amazing music out there. Listen to Yugo, listen to Planet Shaker's music. These guys make beautiful music for young people. Amazing, amazing music. Try it out. I'm sure you love it. I hope you gain something. Watch more of our videos on this channel and subscribe to this channel. See you next time.